All right, got that video done. This is my second video for today. I want to drop something a little bit different for this one. What do I want to talk about? The importance of going above and beyond, all right? This is about investing in the future before your future has manifest. Some of you guys understand this, some of you guys probably don't, all right? There are going to be things as an entrepreneur, as a self-governed, self-led, self-actualized individual that you are going to need to put down on the line before there's any fucking evidence of it actually coming true. And you're gonna have to do it a lot. You are going to have to invest on the front end. You're going to go out of your way to create value, to post content with no signs of success yet. You have to trust the process and you have to invest and invest and invest and invest, but it has to be from the right energy. You cannot be coming from it with this weirdo energy of scarcity, like you need something. You have to actually want to be doing the work. And so when I have people who are coming through my system and who are in my program, what I teach them is that we're not letting you do anything that's actually not aligned with your purpose or your calling. You have to understand what that is. And everybody in this game has two purposes. The first one is to get rid of scarcity and failure and fuckery and illness and all of this dumb shit. You know what I mean? You have to get out of the state of not having this, okay? Then once you get yourself right, your mindset can now rise above the scarcity state and move into a state of abundance where you are now overflowing out into the world. And when you are in this place, it's a little bit different of a game. However, most people are starting off from a position where they are worried, they're without cash, they're not confident, they have aspirations, they want to win trophies or recognition or fucking whatever it is that they want. So they have this desire that is pulling them towards the goal, but when they let that come through and they don't filter through that, by trusting in the process, by working with mentors and legends who have come before them to apply their wisdom and to put it into practice, they're going to have this repulsive energy that is not actually conducive with success. And it is a massive, massive problem. I've dealt with it in the past. Sometimes, occasionally, I fall into it. And I'm like in my scarcity state and I'm like, I get needy and weird and I've kind of poisoned the water, you know what I mean? It comes across fucked up. And the reality is we're only human. We're sometimes going to go through it and sometimes not. But if you get better at sensing this when it occurs, and you are in a vehicle, a proven model for success in whatever it is you're doing, whether it's a coaching program or a business vehicle, or you're with a team, or you're in a school program, or like you have a great relationship or something like that, or whatever it is, if you see the path ahead as being the right one, but you're imposing your weird short-term needy energy on it, it's going to fuck things up. And we all go through it. Maybe you're going through it right now, but as you get better at trusting the universe and you get better at trusting this game, that it is a benevolent game. It is a game that is designed to support you in the accomplishment of all of your goals and your mission, as long as you are aligned with the higher calling, the purpose, which is utility and efficiency. You have to be serving the game. You are not going to get an abundance of wealth if you don't have a purpose for it. You are not going to get an abundance of health and well-being and energy if you do not have a purpose, right? One of the things that we see consistently is that if you were living in an area or a world of low value, you know, things that you feel obligated to do, you are going to be depressed. Your energy is going to be low. Your spice for life, your desire to perform is going to be flat. You are not going to be able to give yourself the life force energy that is required to do anything excellent unless you're doing what you actually want to be doing, which is in our highest values. This is a system. There's a hierarchy that is actually measurable. It's a series of questions you ask. I teach it in my community. This for the first foundations, the filters by which we look at life through our values. We identify our values. You have to go through it a couple times, usually when you're new to it, to really lock in what these values are and figure out who you are, because we are our highest values. We identify with them. And once you know what those are and you live through those values, you are invigorated. You are passionate. You don't do any of the things that you don't express any of the undesirable traits, right? Laziness, lack of motivation, like any of these things, right? Because you're allocating time, attention, energy, passion, focus, motivation, creativity into what you're doing when you love it, right? And every human being has every trait. They have every potentiality. We just exhibit the positive ones, courage, confidence, certainty, creativity, ambition, blah, 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 and the high values. and we experience or express the low value traits in the lower areas of values when we're tired and not motivated and depressed and unhappy and, you know, lazy and dumb and unconfident, obviously, because it's not an area that inspires us and it's inefficient to live any other way. So we have an obligation, the real obligation, to find out our values and to live purely through those things, to create meaningful works in this world, to do exciting things that empower us, and to have a fucking dope time doing it. Like, can you imagine any other kind of life where, like why would you be here? Why are you here if not to fulfill that? And if you're doing something other than that, why would the game reward you? Why would the universe provide you with more resources and more support and more attention and more money if all you're here to do is some dumb fuckery that isn't that big of a deal, right? Like, how many people are you actually trying to serve? How many people do you actually want to help? How big is your vision? How many people are on your payroll? How many customers are you looking to serve? How many fans are you looking to produce music for? Or to how many art pieces are you trying to get into the hands of collectors, right? How many families' lives are you trying to help with financial services, or to build wealth, or to, you know, to save their money wisely, or any of these things, right? What are you doing? What is your ambition? Because the bigger your vision, the bigger your ability to acquire and to deliver, to utilize resources becomes, right? Now, there's a theory that you can try on for size, something that I've been exploring. And the first premise of it is that in order to do business, you need at least one other person, right? So by default, business is the opposite of selfish. You're thinking about other people, right? You have to, at least, in order to have sustainable commerce. So if business is not selfish because it requires at least one other person, and the most selfish person has no money because they have no one to do business with, but on the other hand, the wealthiest people on the planet are thinking about space in the universe and how to get civilization off the planet and into space, you can plot or track that somewhere in the scale of influences, in the realm of vision, that if you just think about yourself, you'll be broke. And if you're thinking about space travel and encompassing the entire world and serving humanity as a whole, you'll be a billionaire. Somewhere along that range of influence, of the degree or the size or the realm of influence you're looking to serve, the amount of people you're looking to serve, you can pick how wealthy you'll be. You know what I mean? You want to help billions of people? You might end up being a billionaire, right? You still have to value the money, but you want to just serve yourself? Probably won't be making that much money for that long, you know? So really get clear about this stuff. Get really intentional about the life you're living, and you'll be surprised at how incredible life can be. There's very, very, very few circumstances I wake up in the morning, even when it's hard and I like got crazy fuckery to solve. It's very rare that I wake up and I can honestly, or do ever, say that this is not the life I would love to be living. I really, really enjoy the life I live, even when it's incredibly hard, even when like my bank balances are up and down like crazy, when sales are slow or expenses are high. Like, usually the only challenges I really face are in the financial area. My whole life story has been like a financial, you know, healing or discovery process for whatever reason. But yeah, that, and then like people stuff and like family stuff and whatever. But even when I'm going through all of those things, they emerge along the path of what I'm already most inspired to be doing. And so it's super, super exciting. And I hope that you guys figure it out and you get on the path, you get on the program, and you learn how to do these fucking things in the manner that I've learned how to do it. Because everyone else who I've helped, everyone who I know who's already done this work, they love their life. And I don't feel a relationship with most of the people in the public because they don't think this way. I think that life is a beautiful blessing and we have an incredible opportunity to do incredible things here once we actually commit ourselves to doing something we love. And so that's my second video for today. Hope you guys enjoy that one. It's a little car driving vibe. I don't want to be on the road on camera too much longer, but that'll do for now. I'll see you guys in a bit. Our Money CEO on Instagram. Follow me there. Anything you need, I'll help you there. Let's get it popping. More soon. Bah!